Okay, as I said, another quarter, another set of CCI edits. They keep us on our toes. They change it every 3 months so that we never really know what we're doing unless we have tools to help us supported with the G0459 telehealth pharma management. This makes sense. You're not doing face-to-face care as well as pharma management. Some other things to keep in mind is that nerve blocks 64400 to 64430 and radiology codes 72261 through 77790 range all have new edits with pharmacologic management code G0459, none of which can be overridden by a modifier. So again, you would be doing pharmacologic management via telehealth and at the same time be doing nerve block codes and radiology codes for the patient. This actually makes a lot of sense to me. Most molecular pathology codes from 81161 to 81408 are comprehensive codes in the new edit pairs with spectrophotometry code 84311 and cytogenics code 88291. But these edits may be overridden by a modifier when the modifier is justified and documented as appropriate. So keep in mind that CCI bundling edits have had and will continue to have significant impact on your reimbursement and on your practice operations. Keep pace with the CCI changes every quarter. Keeping pace is very, very difficult, especially when you're trying to juggle several things, several changing regulations within your practice, as well as constantly changing things happening within many different payers within the practice. But understanding and complying CCI edits are a lot easier when you have the right resources. Also, complying to CCI is not only a financial key, but is also a compliance key. So we can master CCI 19.3 changes with a good CCI edit checker. You can master any CCI edits with a good CCI edit checker tool. To have an effective CCI edit checker tool will help you adhere to your edit changes. So an online edit check tool will help you cut your worries in half. To me, it helps cut my worries away. I have no worries because I just use my edit tool, and I don't have to worry because I always check anything that I do before I send it out. And when I audit, I always check. When I do, I constantly am asked questions by practices. When I'm doing consulting and auditing, I'm constantly having to check things. I don't worry. I just use my edit tool. The CCI lookup, along with details of things like RVUs and lay terms and things like that are instantly available to you and what can be reported together, whether it can or cannot be reported with a modifier, things like that, you want to see in your edit tool. You don't want to be going through lots of screens. You don't want it to be inefficient. You don't want to have to check whether A is bundled with B and then go back and check whether B is bundled with A. So personally, I use SuperCoder, and it makes sense that SuperCoder sponsors this. They asked me to do this webinar because I'm a power user in SuperCoder because I use it every day in my work life. So if, for example, SuperCoder has actually enhanced their CCI checker because they know it's one of the power parts and important parts of the encoder. And this is what the page looks like. I'm going to actually demonstrate it for you, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this slide, and I'll actually spend more time in my when I actually demonstrate it live for you. But you have a chance. It gives you the opportunity to look up your pairs. You look up everything in the space provided. The tool instantly gives you information whether it's bundled, not bundled, whether it can be overridden. You get a color-coded description of the, you get RVUs, related CPT assistant articles, lay terms, and more. So there's a color-coded section. Green means no CCI bundling issues exist. Red means do not bundle these things together under any circumstances. This means that you've got a modifier of 0, and there's no modifier to modifier you can use to unbundle these. And right now, orange means they can be bundled together if the documentation and the clinical circumstances support you overriding it with a modifier. This used to be yellow. They changed it to orange. So, and what I really like is you can download your results so that when you have a bundling problem, you can download this and you can bring it to the physician to discuss it and educate them with it. You can also download it even when there's no bundling problem to show that it's not bundled and keep it with the documentation. You download it to a PDF. You can save it electronically with the operative notes in your EHR. If you've got paper operative notes and you're putting it into a paper chart, you can then print it out and put it in with your paper chart. You can use it as a charge ticket to give it to your charge entry people because it orders everything in RVU order. So the downloading and printing capability is really wonderful. So what also I like is because, yes, 19.3 exists now, but I'm getting payments that 19.2 was applicable to. And I may be asked for a refund where an even earlier version may have been applicable. And a good CCI edit tool will give me access to prior versions of CCI edits. You know, just open the tool in 2 windows, look at side by side, look at pairs. It really is wonderful. You can look up in SuperCoder up to 25 code combinations at one time. You can see your locality RVUs. You can actually set it to a default. So like I'm in New Jersey, I can set to rest of New Jersey, which is Central Jersey on South, and I can set that to a default so it always will be there. Or maybe I don't want to do that because since I'm a consultant, I may be working with a Nebraska client, next thing I know, so I'm always changing it. I can it sorts my CPT codes in descending order by facility or non-facility RVUs. I see the Medicare rate with the CCI, and it gives me both facility or non-facility. I'm able to avoid revenue loss because I have my higher RVU codes up top all the way down to my lower RVU. And there are 9 field codes ready to look at. So it has been found that code editing time is reduced by 94% because CCI Edit Checker checks 10 edits plus the codes, the physician fee schedule status in one check in less than 30 seconds, compared to a coder spending 7.5 minutes, 30 seconds per click, using a CMS CCI to check a claim with 5 codes, which requires checking 10 tables and separately checking the codes in the physician fee schedules. So where do I get one? You can get one by talking to the SuperCoder people, and you can get it as part of SuperCoder's Fast Coder. And Fast Coder has new and revised and deleted codes, which I use all the time also. It's got fee schedules. It's got CPT ICD-9 crosswalks, cross-references. It's got a modifier crosswalk with CPT and HCPCS. It's got LCD and NCD lookups. It's got also what I love, because I'm using it now more and more, a crosswalk from ICD-9 to ICD-10. So just to compare other products that are out there, you will see that Supercoder on the far right has more. And by the way, I'm not a salesperson. I don't get anything if you get Supercoder or if you buy it. It's just that I love it. And so if I was talking to my best friend who also happens to be a coder, because I love coding too much, and so most of my friends are coders and do the same things that I do. And so if I was recommending to my best friend of what I think they should get to help them do their jobs better, I am going to recommend to them to use Supercoder because I love it. And like I said, I don't get commissions for people buying Supercoder. So if you want to get a CEU, I'm going to put this up again later. Let me go and show you actual live Supercoder and what I can do with it.